Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today on my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. I'm going to start a series of videos because I think that it is time to have a conversation on being a creative over 40 in the digital space. You may or may not know that I have been blogging now since 2009. This is my 11th year in the blogging space, and I absolutely love blogging. It has brought me so many opportunities, so many dreams fulfilled. I've been able to create income for my family while being in the home. I've been able to travel. I've done some pretty dope things with some brands over the years. And I simply think that it's such a blessing that I've been able to do what I love and make an income to help sustain my family and to help others. The thing about it though is now that I am almost 45, and yes, as of this recording, I am almost a month away from being 45, I do see a shift and a change in what I am being offered as far as a blogger and what opportunities are out there. And for the last couple of months, I've kind of been in my own brain thinking about it like, wow, I always heard that there was a shift. There would be a shift when you get quote unquote middle age. But now I'm seeing it firsthand, not only in the blogging community, but just as a creative in general. And when I started in this space, I was in my early 30s. It was a heady time. I had a 5-year-old and a 15-year-old. So there was a bunch of opportunities for me, especially in the mom blogging, parenting space. Fast forward 11 years, later, and I'm older. I'm considered middle age. I have a 26-year-old and a 16-year-old. And those opportunities that I used to have, they're no longer there because the focus is still on younger moms or on millennials, which there's no problem focusing on that. Like, I want us all to eat and I want us all to get to the money. But it seems like with the shift of it being towards the younger people, the older people like myself are kind of getting left behind. So what does that mean as a blogger and as a creator in the digital space that is over 40? Well, it means that you have to start creating opportunities for yourself. There was a time that I made 6 figures blogging, doing sponsored posts and brand ambassadorships with brands and companies. 6 figures. Now I make a nice living, but I do that more with products that I create myself. So we're talking books, we're talking workbooks, we're talking consulting, we're talking things that I can control. Being a 40 plus year old creative means finding creative ways to make an income in this space. I can't just be reliant on brands to give me these opportunities because a lot of the things that I'm seeing are for younger people with younger children, and I am no longer in that realm. So what I want people to know is that I am not ashamed of being 45 or almost 45. I don't want to be younger. I don't long to go back to my 30s or 20s. I struggled a lot in my 30s to get to where I am today. I don't want to go back there. I am perfectly comfortable in my 45-year-old skin. What I would like brands and companies to know is that we do have a voice. Our voices are very powerful. And just because we may not have younger kids anymore, just because we're in our 40s and we're approaching menopause, does not mean that our voices go away. It doesn't mean that what we have to say isn't valid anymore. It doesn't mean that we are no longer an important group of people to reach. We are. The thing about it is, in the 40 and 50-year-old space, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times you have more of an income now. Your kids are either out of the house or older, and you're not spending as much money on them. And you are in a different income tax bracket where you're able to spend on things that you weren't able to spend on, say, in your 20s and 30s. So I think that that's an opportunity for brands to get us because our audiences have more disposable income than, say, a younger audience. You look at the TikToks, which I know Trump is trying to take away, and you look at Instagram, and it's all skews to a younger audience. And I am all for that, but not at the neglect of us, not at the detriment to us. If you are a 40-plus-year-old creative in the digital space, it's time to take back your voice. It's time to take back your creativity, and it's time to find ways that you can monetize yourself, perhaps without sponsorships, without brands, or in addition to that. I'm working right now on several products that I'd like to introduce in the next year, probably in 2021. I'm going to release some products and services that are specifically for creatives in my age group, because I feel like we aren't focused on. I want us to feel like we matter and that we're important. And just because we're not in our 20s or 30s doesn't mean that we don't have cachet. It doesn't mean that we don't have influence. It just means that we just got to do it a little different, and we may have to create our own lanes in our own products and our own campaigns in order to get that message across. So this is going to be a series. It's going to be a series of videos. I'm going to talk to you guys about being a creative over 40. I think it's an important conversation to have, and I would love for you to join me as well. So if you know any creators over 40, please tag them. Please leave a comment and hit that subscribe button and that notification button, because it will be a series of videos that I just want to share about being a creative over 40. We're here. We're here. You may want to ignore us. You may want to act like we're not here, but we are here, and we have a voice, and it's time that we band together collectively to share those voices. Are you with me? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Creatives over 40, we're just getting started. I'd really like for you to join me for this important vlog series. Stay tuned. Thanks.